So the question is Becky Lynch leaving the WWE for good and going to AEW? Well, my thoughts is that she is not going to AEW, and I think she's just taking an extended leave from the WWE, and she needs time away for her body and mind. And I think for Becky Lynch, she's been getting very stale as of late, and she just doesn't have that edge anymore like she used to have. 2018, 2019, 2020. She definitely is not interesting anymore. And I think her leaving for a long time is going to benefit her, when she does come back someday, right? She's going to have that motivation and, having that time to regenerate. She's going to get herself together, but I just think it was time for Becky to leave anyway. Her character was getting pretty old. Like I said, she was getting stagnant, stale as a character, just lost all her edge. And as a character, she was sucking. Okay? I'm not talking about in the ring, but like as a character, she just wasn't getting it done. And you could see that in the last month that she really had to get away. And it was reflecting on her, on how she's like carrying herself and stuff. She's just not the same anymore. So it's obvious that she's lost some of her luster. And for her to take this extended time off is very necessary. But there's no way that Becky is going to AEW. I think people need to stop assuming that just because someone's contract is expiring automatically means they're going to AEW. That's not always the case. I don't think Becky Lynch would be a good fit for AEW. Like, there's just some wrestlers that would be great for AEW and, female, male talent. But there's other wrestlers that they just would not be a good fit. And you already have a stacked women's division already in AEW, where you got Mercedes, Monet, Willa Nightingale, Britt Baker. You have Toni Storm, Serena Deeb, Deonna Purrazzo, Thunder Rosa. You already have a roster, an in-depth roster already in AEW when it comes to the women's division. For Becky Lynch, it's just her time to take an extended leave. And she was definitely losing. You could tell that it was her time to leave, judging by how she was emotional when she came to the ring for her match with Liv Morgan in the steel cage. And you knew she was losing, right? When they called her back after Rhea got injured, to win the Women's World Championship, that really wasn't supposed to happen. She was supposed to continue having her break and having that absence for a while, right? That got disrupted because of Rhea's injury. So when Liv Morgan got eliminated from the Battle Royal, I think people were disappointed that Liv was dead in the water. No. Liv Morgan was not dead in the water. Just because she lost in the Battle Royal, that does not mean she wasn't going to eventually capture the Women's World Championship, which she did at King and Queen of the Ring. It was only a matter of time until Becky is dropping that belt to Liv. And that was the whole purpose behind her winning that Battle Royal, was to drop it to Liv the way she did. And the women's division right now, between Raw and SmackDown, especially on Raw. I think it's going to take a new lease because you don't have a Becky around. You don't have Rhea around. So now it's up to Liv Morgan to carry the load. Will she be able to carry the load? Who knows? But it doesn't matter if Becky is a big name or not. The fact remains is that her character is stale. And I'm just going to say this right now. I think eventually, when she does come back, she should come back as a heel. I know a lot of people are not a fan of heel Becky, but me, I'm a fan of heel Becky. I liked her when she was going after Charlotte Flair. She was like that jealous hater, and she could not stand the fact that Charlotte was getting so much success and claiming that Charlotte stole her moment. You know, that one SummerSlam in 2018 with her, Carmella, Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's Championship. You know, Becky got screwed. She felt like, and then Charlotte tried to shake her hand, and then after the match, Becky slapped her and attacked her. And every week she was attacking Charlotte, and it's like she had this new edge to her character that was missing for a long time, and it made her interesting as a character. It just feels like as a babyface, she's getting stale, and so I would definitely entertain the idea of her coming back as a heel, maybe coming back to, coming back and having her own faction. That would be great. So I'm calling that right now. I think when she is done with her extended absence, she should come back as a heel and come back with a new faction and where she takes over the whole women's division. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. This is the Rational Wrestling Mark. I'm out. Peace.